Throughout the Clone Wars, Master Yoda used a distinctive green-bladed shoto-lightsaber to defend himself and lead his clones into battle across the galaxy. Unfortunately, he lost his possession of the unique weapon after his fight with Sith Lord Darth Sidious inside of the Galactic Senate building, marking the first time in hundreds of years that Master Yoda did not possess a lightsaber. So what happened to Yoda's lightsaber after Revenge of the Sith? I'm going to break down the full history of Master Yoda's green-bladed lightsaber and its tragic fate after his intense fight with Chancellor Palpatine and the fall of the Jedi Order. So before we get into it, make sure you force crush the subscribe button for more awesome Star Wars lore content. At the moment, over 69% of you haven't hit the big red button, so make sure you subscribe if you do enjoy the video. Master Yoda's lightsaber was constructed only a few short years after he joined the Jedi Order under the guidance of Professor Huyang, the ancient architect droid who had been used by young Jedi since the very early days of the Order. This was the same Jedi architect droid who helped Katooni, Petro, and the other Jedi younglings to construct their own lightsabers after returning from Ilum with Ahsoka Tano in the Clone Wars. Just like these younglings, Master Yoda was also required to make the rigorous trip to the icy world of Ilum when he was a young student, where his mind and connection to the light side of the Force was tested. The mission proved to be incredibly eventful, with many other Jedi passing down the story of Master Yoda's action-packed trip to collect his green kyber crystal on the planet. His green shoto-saber served him very well all the way from the Battle of Geonosis and his fight with his former apprentice, Count Dooku, up until his famous battle with Darth Sidious. After Sidious unleashed incredibly powerful bolts of force lightning at the Jedi Grand Master, he was unable to keep hold of the blade, leaving it to drop to the absolute bottom of the Senate chamber. Because he was unarmed, Master Yoda was forced to flee the area, where Commander Thaya and the Coruscant Guard began to hunt for him. Unfortunately, he was never able to reclaim the lightsaber before he went into his long exile on the swampy world of Dagobah. So what happened to it after he left Coruscant? Unfortunately, after Sidious was successful in his battle with Master Yoda, he and the clone troopers collected the small green blade and held it for safekeeping. Following this, however, every clone commander who executed Order 66 was likely required to collect the lightsaber of the Jedi that they had just killed and return them to Coruscant immediately. Once the lightsabers of the Jedi like Aayla Secura, Ki-Adi-Mundi, Depa Billaba, Plo Koon, and all of the others were collected, they were added to the same storage pile where Master Yoda's was kept in preparation for a massive, terrifying public event. Not long after, this major public event finally took place, with Grand Vizier Masamida and the clone troopers of the Coruscant Guard presenting the pile of lightsabers to the public as a huge show of strength. The event was projected around the galaxy, with Emperor Palpatine using the occasion to further strengthen his message that the traitorous Jedi were finally wiped from the galaxy. Masamida continued to broadcast this message across the galaxy that the Jedi attempted to assassinate the Chancellor in his office and that they have finally faced the dire consequences for their actions. As he is delivering this speech, the clone troopers of the Coruscant Guard begin to load the countless Jedi lightsabers into the chamber, ready to be ultimately destroyed in a rageful burst of heat and energy. With the eyes of the galaxy firmly fixed on Masamida through the holonet being projected to every screen controlled by the Empire, he holds up the infamous shoto-saber that once belonged to Jedi Grand Master Yoda high in the air with pride. After displaying the ancient weapon to the crowd, Masamida throws it gracefully into the chamber with the rest of the lightsabers and prepares to ignite the flame. Finally, as Emperor Palpatine and Darth Vader watch on from the shadows, the clone troopers ignite the chamber, melting away the metal hilts of the Jedi lightsabers, putting an end to the ages-old tradition of lightsaber creation in the Jedi Order. Master Yoda's vibrant green blade was unfortunately melted away and violently destroyed in the chamber. Moments later, however, a bright blue burst of light and energy emanates from the chamber, shocking the surrounding clone troopers and Masamida himself. Vader and the Emperor continue to carefully watch on as they soon realize that the burst of luminous blue light was the destruction of the living kyber crystals inside of each blade. With the destruction of Yoda's shoto lightsaber in front of the eyes of the galaxy, the event marked the end of the longest surviving lightsaber currently known in canon, surviving all the way from its creation with Professor Huyang through the High Republic and eventually the rise of the Galactic Empire. So that is exactly what happened to Master Yoda's lightsaber after Revenge of the Sith and Order 66. Thanks so much for watching, really hope you enjoyed the video. Cheers guys, hope to see you in the next one.